Hey, what's up, chat? It's Mofo, sitting in my car in the garage. It's cold out, but I got my hot chocolate. Classic car guy. How you doing? I like that Heinz 57. That was pretty neat. Ooh, man, that's hot. Yeah, got my hot chocolate. Hey, Wolf. No part nut? No. No, it's not warm. I'm not sure what it is right now. Probably about 15. What part of California are you in, classic car guy? 18 there in New Jersey. Hold on, classic car guy. I'll make you a mod. I can figure out how to do it. Did it work? Northern California. Right on. Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Oh, I did that, Mopar Nut. Paulo says, hello, good evening, friend from Brazil. Well, thanks for coming in. Monkey Boy Garage. Sending hate from Kentucky. Well, thank you. That's mighty sweet of you. About an hour away from San Francisco. Right on. So, Monkey Boy George, why the hate? Are you just a hateful person? What's my opinion on cheese? I love cheese. I like Swiss cheese. I like American cheese. I like Colby cheese. I like extra sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah, thanks, Classic Car Guy. Yeah, everybody make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You ain't hard. Never step foot in Ohio. Okay. Monkey Boy George, I liked and subbed. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. What do you mean you ain't hard? Never step foot in Ohio. I never claimed to be hard, but I can be. Oh, I can be. Very hot here. Woof, I did. So you guys post in the chat what kind of vehicle are you guys working on? Yeah. I'm sitting in my 1966 Dodge Dart 270. and I am hoping to have it on the road by the beginning of summer. Star Viper says, America. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I used to think so. Mopar Nut says everything and anything here. Yeah, he's got a lot of Mopar sitting around. Hey, Mopar Nut. Me and my wife Angie, we are thinking about maybe visiting New York City sometime within the next couple months. Just go down there. I don't know if we're going to drive or if we're going to take a train or if we're going to fly or what we're going to do, or we may rent a car. But we just want to go up there and just get a motel room and just walk around the city for a couple days. I've been there before. She's never been down in Manhattan. She's drove through the outskirts of New York City, but she's never been down into the city, so I want to take her down there. Classic car guy says that's what I'm doing this next week, working on my Mopar wagon. Right on. Mopar Nut says Mopar, Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. Sweet. Tenacious J says it's kind of a shithole. What's kind of a shithole? Can you be mod? Sure, Wolf. Classic car guy says closest I ever got to New York was Chicago. No, New York City's not a shithole. Back in 1991, I flew out there and stayed with my uncle, but he worked. So every day I would just go out and just walk around the city by myself, and I had a blast. Yeah, no problem, Wolf. So I went to Kroger last night to pick up some beer. Mopar Nut says it ain't 1975 in New York City. Those days, those were good years. Yeah. I mean, when I was there, it was really neat. But I hear that since the 9/11, um, that it's a lot more chill there. But anyway, I went to Kroger last night to pick up some beer, and I get out of the car. Classic car guy says, yeah, the whole damn world is changing. Nothing the same, nowhere, kind of sucked. Yeah. I was walking across the parking lot, and I looked down, and I saw this. It is a metal and copper tube bender, and I'm assuming this will work for brake line and transcooler line. Is that correct? I don't know. I was just asking. Would that work? Would that work for brake line and transcooler lines? It looks like it would. Okay. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good find. Hey, cuz. I got the same one my father-in-law bought for me. Cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was, so I looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I could probably actually use that. I don't know how much they go for, but this one was free. Hey Angie, how you doing, beautiful? That's my wife. So do you guys watch Classic Car Guy? I just recently started watching his channel. Nice find. Yep, I thought so. It looks like it's fairly new. So Adam, I did a little research on that Muncie transmission plant, and the main plant was on Kilgore Avenue. But what I found said that it wasn't just one plant; that there was like several different buildings throughout Muncie. And one of the things that they made there on Kilgore Avenue was the Ford-O-Matic. The Ford-O-Matic. Yeah, go sub to him, Mopar Nut. He's got he's always looking at some cool cars. I think he was maybe at an auction today. Wolf says already did. Right on. What part of the world are you in, Wolf? I hear you, classic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read up on it some more, and then I eventually plan on going over there where the old building on Kilgore used to be. I like flag on the top. Thank you. What is your name? If I can pronounce it right. Paul Madden. Well, thanks for coming into the chat. Welcome to the channel. Once we built an FMX in the dirt, that thing still ran good. In a 78 Ranchero. Wow. Paul Bernaden. Okay. Boy, somebody's smacking that little heart over and over again. Appreciate it. Where are you from, Paul? Angie said it's stuck. I did it once and it keeps doing it. That's all right. What's the temperature right now, Angie? I can't look on my phone. I know I can see my breath in this car. 14. 14 degrees. Well, part of that says I'm ready for spring. Yeah, me too. I'm not ready for 100 degrees, but I'm ready for spring. Adam said, I bet it's 15 there. Angie just said it's 14. 21 where he's at. Yeah. It's about 68 out here. Nice. I just hate when I'm doing landscaping and I'm working out and it's like 95, 100 degrees. I don't think I'm going to go back. 68 where Mopar Nut is in New Jersey. Supposed to be 6 degrees tonight. Oh boy. Hate very hot and very cold. Yeah. I don't mind the extreme heat if I'm not out doing physical labor in it for 8 hours a day. Man, past 2 summers, there was a couple days I really felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I ain't no spring chicken no more. When you're digging trenches and you're digging up shrubs and digging out trees and shoveling gravel into wheelbarrows and pushing them long distances, back and forth, all that kind of stuff, I'm done. Hottest we got here last year, 119. Wow. Now, do you guys get a lot of like high sticky humidity with those temperatures? Classic. Yeah, I agree, Mopar Nut. I want a job where I'm like driving in the air conditioning or just something better than what I've been doing. I love hot chocolate. What's your favorite hot beverage, chat? Mine's hot chocolate. Classic car guy says, no, it's pretty dry climate out here. That helps. Yeah, running a backhoe or some kind of heavy equipment, that wouldn't bother me either. Angie says tequila. That's not a hot beverage. I mean, I guess it could be, but she said just kidding, coffee. Or coffee with tequila. He says, yeah, I love it out here in California, but it's just so damn expensive. And they have a whole bunch of bullshit laws on vehicles and firearms. Yeah. I mean, it kind of burns going down. Yeah. Did I drive a big truck at one time? I've driven many big trucks. I went to truck driving school. I got my CDL Class A. I had all the endorsements. I could drive anything. I could drive tankers. I could drive doubles and triple trailers. I could drive hazmat. Um, I've driven semis. I've driven flat flatbed dump trucks, box trucks, um, grain trucks. I used to deliver school buses, so I've driven a lot of the big long school buses and the short school buses. I've driven a lot of different big trucks. I was just actually going through I found one of my old driver's logbooks the other day from when I was delivering school buses out of Ohio, and I was running out to New York City about 2 or 3 times a week, and I was looking through my logs. I should have brought them out here with me, but it was kind of cool to look back at that stuff. Two of my worst hangovers: tequila and red wine. No, thank you. Can I get into that again? I'd have to get my CDL again, and it was the first time I got it. It was real easy because I went to truck driving school, and the way they taught you, it was just like you could go in the driver's branch and license branch, and you could just take those tests and just bam, 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 ace them all, and then go get your CDL. Well, I let my physical run out, and I didn't mean to, so I lost my CDL. So no, it's probably not something I'll get back into. That's rough driving across the country like that and always being out on the road. No, I couldn't pass that test, Mopar. Not unless not unless I bought something to clean myself out. Yeah, I could drive a straight truck. Tell you, one of the funnest jobs I ever had was when I was delivering those school buses and I was going out to New York City. That was awesome. Yeah, dump trucks, sanitation. But yeah, I'd come across that George Washington Bridge sometimes about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd come off the bridge into New York, and it'd be all lit up. There'd be people around like it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, I love New York City. I don't know that I would necessarily want to live there. I might, but it's a cool place to go visit. I take it you don't like New York City, Mopar Nut? Yeah, yeah, they did have some good pizza there. Angie says, "Heck no, I need nature, not skyscrapers." Have I ever been out to California? No, I have not. I've been to Mexico 2 or 3 times. Um, Farthest west I've been, I believe, is Nebraska, Kearney, Nebraska, when I was delivering school buses. The people, not so much. Oh, okay. Yeah, Texas. I've been to Texas a couple times. I would like to go to California. I'd like to go to San Francisco. I am in Newcastle, Indiana. It's about 50 miles east of Indianapolis. East Central Indiana. Adam from Hoosier Garage is in Southern Indiana. Mopar Nut is in New Jersey. People are not meant to live on top of each other and not know each other's names. Yeah, I get that. I'm fascinated by the architecture and the size of New York City. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Yeah, Adam's from Newcastle originally. Mopar Nut says South Jersey. I saw the I saw the Twin Towers when I was in New York City. I regret not going up to the top of them, but I did see them. I stood right beside them. I mean, I looked straight up, and there they were. And wow, pretty impressive. Yeah, I would like to go to San Francisco. I really would. Me and my wife are old deadheads, so I'd like to go there and go to go to the Matrix, um, go to the old Grateful Dead house on 710 Ashbury Street, and stuff like that. I was a bike messenger in New York City. Been all over that island. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That'd be a fun job. Sounds kind of crazy, but I think it'd be kind of fun too. I drive out there about every 2 months. Get to go fishing and crabbing. Nice. Who's your garage? Visit Grace Slick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she still lives there or not. YouTube is pretty cool. I've only been on there for about 6.5 months and met people all over the world, especially when you cross people like your channel. Very respectful. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Mo Parnut says it was fun. So was trucking in the Garment District, 36th Street. Hmm. So you drove trucks too? Chicago is all right. Too many toll roads around the city. Oh no, I've been hearing stuff about Chicago lately. Like it's not a place you want to be right now. It's I've been to Chicago several times, and it's way scarier than New York City, in my opinion. A lot of crime, yeah. A lot of people have moved out of New York City in the past few years. That's what I've been hearing anyway. New Jersey is the toll capital. Oh boy. Well, they got that. Now they got that congestive pricing in New York City. I'm sure you've heard of that. No Parnut, where they have cameras around the city and they'll take pictures of your plate. If you drive down past, I think it's 61st Street. Past that, beyond that, it's all congestive pricing. You have to pay to drive through the city, and they have these cameras. They take pictures of your plate, and then they'll send you a bill in the mail. Okay, young man, thank you very much. Had a blast on your channel. I'm gonna go in here, get these short ribs out of the oven. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you, Classic Car Guy. Enjoy your ribs. Have a good evening. Appreciate you. Bunch of communists. Bunch of communists where? Try the Bronx or Brooklyn and Queens. Been in a lot of fights back in the day. I've been in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens. I walked all over New York City back in '91 when I was there for a week. I'd get up in the morning and my uncle and his wife had to go to work, so he would make out these index cards telling me how to get from one train to another, to go to this museum, to go to that museum. Every morning he'd give me these. And every morning I would walk out the door and I would throw them away and I would just walk around. I'd walk for hours, just walk with no plan. I would just walk. Then I would randomly get on a subway and ride it for 20 or 30 minutes and get off to see where I was at. And then I'd get back up on the street and walk some more. And I had a blast. I would love to do it again. And take Angie. Yeah, my uncle, he lived out in New York City for years and years, and he managed a restaurant there called Tuesdays. It was on 190 3rd Avenue in a building called Scheffel Hall, an old German building. And in the basement was a jazz club called Fat Tuesdays. And Les Paul played there every Monday night. And my uncle asked me one day, he said, "Hey, would you want to go see Les Paul tomorrow night?" And I said, "Well, yeah." So we go to see Les Paul, and while we're sitting there watching Les Paul, Bob Dylan walks into the club and sits at the bar. And he's like 30 feet away from me. It about blew my freaking mind. It was really wild. One of those things that will only happen once in your life. And my legs are starting to get a little cold. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go in and warm up. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out. Appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one.